Well, good morning, class. Today I'm going to take Unit 3. A rupee goes a long way. Please open page number 25. So, first of all, we'll see about the writer. Who is the writer? Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is an Indian writer who has played a very important role in the growth of children's literature in India. He has written several popular novels, short stories, and poems. Most of his writing is influenced by his life in the hill regions at the foothills of the Himalayas, where he spent his childhood. So this was the about writer Ruskin Bond. So chapter name is A Rupee Goes a Long Way. So we'll see in the short term this is story. First of all, he is a boy. That boy name is Ranji. So first of all, Ranji has gone to a Jamna sweet shop, and he tossed a coin, and that coin was the old coin. That's why shop holder said that I can't give you jalebis because that is a old coin. So story begins from here, and after Ranji met to his friend Mohinder, and some stories going on. So we'll see from here. Ranji had a 1 rupee coin, so he made his way to the Jamna sweet shop. So tossed the coin on the counter and asked for a rupee worth of jalebi. So Ranji has gone to shop Jamna sweet shop, and he asked for a jalebi for 1 rupee. The shopkeeper looked at the coin carefully. That coin is no good, he said. Shopkeeper has said that coin is not good. That is an old coin. Are you sure? Ranji asked. These coins went out of use long ago, said the shopkeeper. Shopkeeper has said that this type of coin went out of use long ago. It isn't old enough to be valuable, and it is new and it is not new enough to buy anything. Ranji shrugged, took the coin back and turned on the road. Ranji show his behavior very normal and took the coin back, and he has gone from there. Soon Ranji was wandering through the bazaar when he heard a familiar voice behind him. Where are you going, Ranji? It was Mohinder Singh, Ranji's friend. In one hand, Mohinder held a homemade fishing rod. So in the market, Ranji was roaming here and there, and he listened a voice. That voice from Mahinder Singh. Mahinder was the friend of Ranji. So they met there in the market. I am not going anywhere, said Ranji. Where are you going? I'm not going. I have been, Mohinder said. So I'm not going. I have been. I was fishing the canal all morning. So I was fishing. I was fishing means taking fish from the canal. Canal is a small way of water. So canal. So on the next page, page number 26, we'll see Ranji start at the fishing rod. Will you lend it to me? He asked. You'll only lose it or break it, Mohinder said. But I don't mind selling it to you. 2 rupees. I have got 1 rupee, said Ranji. Ranji has said that I have only 1 rupee, and Mohinder was saying that you can buy this fishing rod in 2 rupees. So Ranji has said that I have only 1 rupee, but it is an old one. The sweet seller would not take it, Ranji informed to his friend. It is old one coin, and sweet seller has not taken. So if you are interested, you can take this 1 rupee. Please let me see it, said Mohinder. It took the coin and looked it over. I don't suppose it's worth much, but my uncle collects old coins, so here the problem was solved. My uncle, Mahinder has said that my uncle collected old coins. Give it to me. I'll give you the rod. All right, said Ranji. Happy to make the exchange, he took the fishing rod, waved goodbye to Mohinder and set off. After some time, a truck came along. Ranji knew the driver and waved and shouted to him until he stopped. Will you take me to the river? Ranji asked. I'm going fishing. So after that, Ranji saw a truck and he called the truck driver to stop the truck, and he was ready to go on the river. Ranji asked, I want to go for the fishing there. Climb up in the back, the driver said. Ranji climbed into the back of the open truck. Ranji climbed on the back of the truck. Soon he was watching the road slide away from him. In a while, the truck stopped near the riverbed. Ranji got down, thanked the driver, and began walking along the bank. It was the dry season, and the river was just shallow, muddy stream. Ranji walked up and down without finding water deep enough for the smallest of fish. No wonder Mahinder let me have this rod, he muttered, and with a shrug, he turned back. Again he shrugged there. So he didn't find any fish, so he shrugged and turned back. It was a long, hot walk back to the bazaar. Ranji thought again of the jalebis that he had not been able to buy. He had reached a new, scattered house when he saw a boy playing a flute. In the stillness of the hot afternoon, the flute made a cheerful sound. Ranji stopped walking. The boy stopped playing. The boy had his eye on Ranji's fishing rod. Ranji had his eye on the flute. Been fishing, asked the flute player. So here Ranji met to a boy and he has a flute. So that boy was seeing Ranji's fishing rod. So asked the flute player, that was a boy, that boy asked to Ranji, been fishing? Yes, said Ranji. So in the next part, did you catch anything? No, said Ranji. I didn't stay very long. There was a long silence. Then Ranji said, it is good rod. This is a good flute, said the boy. Ranji took the flute and examined it. He put it to his lip and blew hard. There was a shrill, squeaky noise, and a startled magpie flew out of a mango tree. Not bad, said Ranji. So Ranji has taken that flute. He examined that. So after that, Ranji has said it's not bad. The boy had taken a rod from Ranji and was looking it over. Not bad, he said. So again they exchanged that flute and rod. Ranji hesitated no longer. Let's exchange. A trade was made. The boy took the fishing rod and went to his way. Ranji began playing the flute. The notes sounded lovely to him, but they startled people who were passing on the road. When he came to the clock tower where the bazaar began, he sat on the low wall and blew vigorously on the flute. I can play better than that, said a boy who was carrying several empty milk cans. So again Ranji met to a person. That person have carrying several empty milk cans. And let's see, Ranji said. So here in the last page of the chapter, the boy took the flute and played a lovely little tune. You can have it for a rupee, said Ranji. I don't have any money to spare, said the boy, but you can have this necklace. He showed Ranji a pretty necklace to brightly colored stone. So that boy has taken many necklaces. So they are ready to exchange that. These stones are very precious, said the boy. They were found in the mountains near Tibet. Ranji knew the stones had little value, but they were pretty, and he was tired of the flute. They made the exchange, and the boy went off playing the flute. Ranji was about to thrust the necklace into his pocket when he noticed a girl staring at him. Her name was Koki. So who was Koki? Koki was a girl in that story, and she lived close to his house. Hello, Koki, he said. What that you have got, Ranchi? A necklace. Would you like to have it? Oh, thank you, said Koki, clapping her hand with pleasure. On rupees, said Ranchi. Oh, said said Cookie. Cookie has said that, oh, for 1 rupees. She made a face, but Ranji was looking the other way and humane. Cookie kept staring at the necklace. Slowly, she opened a little purse, took out a shining new rupee, and held it out to Ranji. Ranji handed her the necklace. So Cookie has given 1 rupees to Ranji, and Ranji handed her necklace. That necklace Ranji has given. Then he ran across the Shumna sweet shop and tossed the coin on the counter. Jalebis for a rupee, he said. Again Ranji went to Jamna's shop and he asked for jalebi. The sweet seller studied the coin carefully and said, always at your service, sir. He filled a paper bag with a lot with hot jalebis and handed them over. When Ranji reached the clock tower, he found Cookie waiting. Oh, I'm so hungry, she said, giving him a shy smile. So they sat side by side on the low wall, and Cookie helped Ranji finish the jalebi. So in the last, Ranji has got the jalebi. He have that jalebis. So I hope, children, you all are clear about this story and enjoyed this story. So thank you very much, class.